Today is my 5th decluttering video. I put up a poll asking you guys where you wanted me to declutter in our home next. The kitchen was number 1. I've been putting off this area because I know it's gonna be huge. There are so many things in here I need to get rid of. I am still using the same acronym KISS, keep it super simple, so that I don't overcomplicate things. If you use something, you keep it. You don't use it, it's time to get rid of it. So my main goal is to actually get a lot of things off of our kitchen counters. But to do that, I need to go through all of our cabinets first so I can make some room. So I'm gonna start by going through our coffee bar here because I kind of consider this like an extension of our kitchen. So I wanna make sure that all of our coffee stuff is actually on our coffee bar. I do like to decorate this area, so I'm gonna keep the decor up because it is still spring and I'm still enjoying it. But I'm gonna get rid of all the mugs that we don't use. I'm with all of our other mugs right now, and then I can decide what ones I'm gonna keep and what ones I'm gonna get rid of. So my husband and I are starting to try and like perfect our morning coffee. So we've been trying to do the pour over and perfect that method. I need to kind of rework it into this space. So basically what I think I've determined here is I'm gonna keep everything that needs to be plugged in right here, and then all this stuff I'm going to find a spot for inside these cabinets as soon as I declutter the whole thing. Okay, so our first cabinet here is packed and there's a bunch of stuff in here I do not need. A vase that was from last Mother's Day. I'm just gonna donate it so somebody else can use it. All these mugs that I just have shoved in here. Back there, there's another one back there. The biggest recommendation I have if you are short on time is just to do one cabinet or one drawer at a time. This tray I've had for I can't even remember how long, and I've never used it. Like, why do I keep things like this? Asking myself whether or not I'm gonna use something has really helped me determine whether or not it's time to get rid of it. There are so many times I'm like, oh, maybe I'll use it, but that is not what I'm going for. It's either a yes or a no. Okay, so all that I'm keeping in this cabinet that is staying so far is a small, medium, and large vase. And then ask me why in the world I thought I needed a like Costco size thing of to-go cups. I have no idea. We always use reusable ones now. So I'm gonna bring those to work so that they can get used. And then I have a spot now for all of our coffee stuff. And here's everything I'll donate that was from that drawer. This is also on our table because my brother-in-law has claimed that, so we don't need that blender anymore. This was also in there, but I have new plans that I'll share with you later where I will be putting that. Da-da-da! So much better. And this is like our backup thing of coffee down here. We have been grinding like fresh whole beans now, so I'll be going through this drawer next. So a question that I think gets asked a lot about decluttering a space is actually just where to start. And I think the #1 thing to do is just to start in your worst room. That way, once it's done, it only gets easier from there. And then once you pick that room, I just like starting from the top and then working my way down. So this was a cute little sugar jar that I thought would be really nice to keep on our coffee bar. We don't actually put sugar in our coffee, so I don't know why I really got it in the first place. So I'm gonna donate this. And any grounds that are like already opened and I know are pretty old, I'm going to be using them in our garden because coffee grounds are actually fantastic in your garden. Okay, so this is just our filters and our beans now. So we're going to go down to our next drawer, which is pretty bad. So all of these are actually from when I had my hot cocoa bar for Christmas. So I'm not sure about all this chocolate. I have to look at the dates on it and see if it's still good or not. But I actually forgot it was in here. So this is definitely not a good spot for this stuff. Okay, so this set in here actually came from my husband and I's wedding. Can't remember the last time we used these plates and these bowls. I really wish I could go back and tell myself I did not need to put these on our registry. Here we are, and hopefully somebody else can enjoy these. The drawer is now completely cleaned out. I literally have nothing that I'm going to be putting back in this drawer. Drawer down, I'm pretty sure is going to be extremely similar. Yes. These I don't use anymore. I actually got them as a gift. There's nothing inside of them, so it's time to get rid of them. And this is like a mat for underneath our high chair that I never use. We have another completely empty drawer. This drawer I keep all of our tablecloths in, and this one I'll probably keep so I can use it as like a mat for my kids, like painting and everything. So, but I'm gonna put that with their like painting supplies. I see some Christmas stuff in here. I'm gonna put this with my Christmas decor. I really put off sometimes just going through cabinets and drawers when in reality it's only gonna take me a few minutes and it just makes our lives so much easier. So in this bottom drawer, all I'm keeping is our big tablecloth and a table runner that I use on the coffee bar when it's not normally decorated. In our last cabinet here, I just keep our water jugs in there. Here's everything out of that coffee bar that I will not be keeping. So I'm gonna find the before picture of this cabinet because it was really bad. So I went through it about a month ago and I'm still really proud of it. This cabinet actually looks really good. The rest of my cabinets definitely do not look this way. This is our baking cabinet and everything in here is everything I will use. We're gonna be going through our next one. Getting rid of these plates, we never use them. Get rid of those bowls, we never use them. And then I have a really good idea for all of our like plastic utensils and everything, so this will be much better. Love the amount of space that I am like opening up as I declutter things, and I'm trying my best to just focus on that, like decluttering. Organizing takes a little bit longer, and decluttering, I'm literally just going through and trying to pick out the things that I don't use anymore. I'm done with this drawer for now, and we're gonna go up here. Okay, this cabinet is a mess, but we keep like our alcohol in here and all of our like paper plates and napkins and silverware and different things. I'll be sharing it later in this video where I end up putting all of our paper utensils and everything, but the alcohol is going to stay up here. I think this is a really good spot for it. This is just pretty simple. So we are done with this cabinet now. All this I just went through really quickly. So this is what I will be keeping. I have a different cabinet I'm gonna be putting it in though. And then all of these are like takeout silverware. Oops. And ask me why I have no idea why I kept it. Maybe I thought I'd use it, thought it'd be useful, never use it. And then all of these are like sad excuses for napkins. I'll bring them to work so people can use them anyway, but I think they're more decorative than anything. This next cabinet here is like our spices and everything, and I've there's like 2 little Thanksgiving people in here. Put those away where they belong. I'm not sure how much I can get out of here, but we'll see. I never really thought about it, but spices do expire. This one expired in 2020, so that was about 3 years ago. So I'm actually really pleasantly surprised by how much I'll be getting rid of. Here's what we are left with. I do have like this whole basket full of like seasonings. Okay, so for the rest of the cabinet, I basically just had to go through and find the expiration dates because this one expired back in 2021. Keeping that funny story on these, I get Walmart pickup orders all the time, and sometimes I'll get the most random things inside those orders. So both of these came from that. Obviously I don't need them, so I need to get them out of here somehow. Okay, so now we're done with that one, we're moving on. Our next cabinet here is where we keep all of our cups. It's convenient because it's right next to our refrigerator. I think everybody's cup cabinet ends up looking like this at some point. Obviously we don't use any of those because they're so perfectly lined up right now. I'll be working on the counters as soon as I'm done with the cabinets, but that's why they're a mess right now. I have a love-hate relationship with tumblers and turvises and anything that cannot go in the dishwasher. Like, I love that they keep everything in nice and cold, but I do not love hand washing these things every single day. So the ones that I had for the kids, I actually got rid of. They don't care either way, so I'm keeping the ones that can stay in the dishwasher and then getting rid of the ones that I have to hand wash, and it just takes up my time. Can't believe I still have like some shelf space there. Honestly, I'd probably get rid of all of that on the top, but my husband wants to keep it, so whatever, it's way up there. I only go for these items anyway. And then here's everything we will be getting rid of. I'm just basically working my way across here, so now I'm gonna take care of everything that just piled on top of our refrigerator and these 2 cabinets. So this is a whole thing of chocolates, and oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, I forgot this was up there. I'm not even sure if these are still good. Are they still good? They're from like December, like it was a Christmas gift. Okay, I'm gonna try one, and if it's still good, I'll bring it with me to work so that everybody at work can eat it. I don't know, it's been like 4 months. Oh yeah, we're so good. So this is everything that was on top of the fridge. We recently got the fly gun instead of this. I could never get flies with this, but I get every single fly with this one. So the cabinet above our refrigerator, we have a bunch of stuff that I don't use. So these are from Busch Gardens, a theme park here in Florida, and I'm pretty sure these are only good for like a year. So I'm gonna recycle those. These are like popsicle makers. Never really used them, so I'm probably gonna get rid of those. Oh, we have a hiding Busch Gardens. Gosh, I don't know how long I've had these. I don't think I'll ever use them. And then a very large thermos. This one we actually do use. So through this whole decluttering process, I've actually learned a lot about getting rid of stuff. And my favorite way to get rid of things now is my Buy Nothing group on Facebook. So you can search in your area for Buy Nothing and then your area's name group on Facebook. Basically list anything that you just want to get rid of. Otherwise, these are just gonna go to waste. Making sure you stay oriented to where we are. I'm staying with the upper cabinets. So we have one random one over here that I'm gonna go through, and honestly, I think I'm gonna be getting rid of everything in here, or at least almost everything in here. This cabinet has been basically everything for Owen and Cecilia that was kind of like cluttering our pantry or cabinet or counter space. So a lot of it I'm just ready to get rid of because they don't use anymore. Like all of these Owen doesn't use anymore. All the medicine I'm actually gonna put in their bathroom closet, which is locked. Have some bigger plans for this whole cabinet. There's a bunch of baby food in here. Owen was never really that into baby food, but I do have some friends at work that still have little babies, so I will just give all this to them. Okay, so I have this cabinet completely empty now, and basically everything here is gonna be leaving our house. Like, we don't use it, we won't use it. We are done with the baby stage in our life. I even have like accessories in there for like bottles and things that we don't even have anymore. And then I'm gonna be doing something different with all of our supplements. Basically all of this I'm gonna be gifting to somebody that I work with. All these bottles are basically like hardly used, so I'm gonna see how I can donate these. I think I can just put them on the Buy Nothing page on Facebook. Here is our empty cabinet, and I've basically decided that I'm gonna be putting all of our Tupperware and mixing bowls up there. There's also so many things in here that I would just wanna get rid of. The cabinet is so bad. So we go in this cabinet a lot because it's Tupperware. We almost go in it every single day. So these doors on the bottom are locked, so it makes it super difficult to get in and out of them, but it's like a must with Owen and Cecilia. So I'm gonna put everything in this upper cabinet. It's gonna make our lives so much easier. And then I have some better plans for this cabinet down here. Here's what I'm working with. I also have these things that came from in here. I was using them before, so I will show you what I come up with here in a little bit. I literally cannot describe how excited I am about this cabinet. This is gonna work so much better for us. I even took an account for like, we have 8 of these, so I made sure everything is gonna fit when it is all put back, but the rest are like in the fridge and everything. So anyway, this is so much better. So here's everything I will be getting rid of. So all of this came from down here, new plans for down there, but none of this we use, so I'm gonna be getting rid of all of it. Okay, so this cabinet, I want to make all of our serving supplies because I don't use it as often as like our Tupperware. That's why I moved it. So I consider this kind of our servingware. And then I also have what I consider serving supplies all in here and a couple of random things that I'm gonna put all together. So this is that bigger drawer that used to be all that Tupperware, and now it's just all of our serving supply. It's getting dark, but I am completely determined to finish off this kitchen here. I have a completely empty cabinet now, so that is exciting. Okay, this is like our, I don't even know what you call it, utensil drawer. And I got these adjustable drawer organizers from Target. I'm not sure how well they're gonna work, but I was hoping that they would save a little bit more space in here. I'm gonna see what I can do. I am already using these, which have been working really well. They're just really short. And I got these ones from the dollar store. So everything in here we do use, and then these just, they're not gonna work on the drawer like I thought they would. And here's everything I'm getting rid of. Next drawer here is our silverware drawer, and there's a bunch of stuff, especially back here, that I need to get rid of. But I actually kind of want to put whatever we use in this knife block in there. A lot of these we don't use, like look at how dusty those are. That's how often we use a lot of these knives. So there are a few reasons I really want the knife block off the counter. The first one being Cece can reach it now. So it was sideways so that she couldn't just grab the scissors all willy-nilly. So I wanted to just take out what we have or what we use and then put it inside of this drawer. I was also able to donate all the knives that we don't use to Salvation Army. Everything we use, and then everything I am getting rid of. Next drawer here will be super easy. I need to get a new oven mitt. This one's looking pretty rough. These ones were given to me as like a gag gift, and they don't even work. They're super, like, you know, cute, fun, but I do not use them, so it's time to get rid of those. These two are kind of just extra too that I don't ever use. For here will also be super quick. It's where we just keep like our aluminum foil baggies, some cozies and clips. Anyway, there's some straws in here I know we never use, so I will get rid of all of these. Swinging around this way again. And this drawer is just all of our like kitchen towels, so that doesn't need to be done. This drawer though is really bad. I have truly been looking forward to getting this drawer done because it is so bad. So this drawer basically holds everything that is just really nice to keep really close in the kitchen, like a tape measure, a screwdriver, our razor blade. It is also locked, so Cecilia and Owen cannot get into it. Drawer is still pretty bad, but just going through like all the paper stuff helped a lot. So all of this is like tossed. This drawer is kind of our catch-all sometimes. Like, it's just super easy to just throw something in here, but I need to be better about that. That's something I need to work on personally. Like, I need to stop just throwing things in here. I need to put them back where they either belong or get rid of them, you know, whatever it is. Something I read recently was the put down rule. Like, you don't just put something down, you put it back where it belongs instead of setting it there for some time later. Truly the epitome of a junk drawer. Could probably toss everything in this and I wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, junk. So here it is, finished, and it is everything that we use on a regular basis. That is just really nice to have right here in our kitchen. So this just basically doesn't belong in there, so I'm going to put it back in its spot, and then this is everything that's getting tossed out of that drawer. So going down from that drawer, this one just has like our Ninja in there. I'm going to go through this really quickly. I just know I am ready to get rid of this. We don't need this bottle. Just want to like quickly go through this because it's getting kind of late. Nothing fancy, but that is everything that we use. So that's under our sink. So we have two of these pans that we rarely use anyway, so I'm going to be donating one of these. I do want to get something to maybe like mount these on the door here. I think that would work a lot better than them being all shuffled around here. I'm going to focus on decluttering our counters next. So I got a few things to help with that. But first, I want to show you guys how much we got rid of today. Just absolute insanity. There is so much stuff here, guys. All of this is gonna be leaving our house. There's no way any of it is staying. So I'm gonna be focusing on our kitchen counters now, and I feel like this is actually gonna go fairly smoothly. So I'm just focusing on what I can take off the counter here. I was leaving this up here because it was kind of just decorative, and it also hid the cord here for our warmer. But I think I'll put the warmer on our coffee bar. And I'm gonna put this cutting board with the rest of our cutting boards under here. This one's just, they're curved, they don't stay flat, and I thought they'd be a good idea because they take up less space, but they are really hard to cut on. So this is where I'm putting that cutting board. This is just where we can leave all of our pans. I do a lot of baking. I do like this being on our counter, so I'll leave that there. This, I did find a good spot for this. I'm just gonna go right up here with the rest of our spices, so it's still super easy to grab and use. This I was leaving on our counter because I wanted people to think it was more decorative than confuse it for like a cutting board. I do not want cut marks on this. This is like our charcuterie board. So I'm just gonna put it down here with the rest of our serving supply. Okay, next up is our toaster, and I didn't even think about it until I started this whole decluttering process, but we have a toaster oven, which, you know, toasts things. And that stays on our counter. We use that because it's smaller than our huge oven. It uses so much less energy than our huge oven. To make sure that we don't need this, I'm going to put this in the bottom of our pantry, and if we don't use it, I'll be able to donate it later. But that's just going to give us that trial period to make sure that we don't need it before I get rid of it. So this tends to end up being our electronic corner because this is where we end up like charging everything. So I think I might get like a basket so that it looks nicer over here. But for now, this is actually the only tablet my daughter uses. So this, I might end up, I'm just gonna start charging it somewhere else, like in the playroom. And then this is actually just ready to be recycled. It's an older tablet. We have an empty counter space, guys. we need to get like a backsplash. We've been talking about that for like the past 6 years that we've lived here. So our fruit basket, there's a few reasons I don't like it here on the counter. One is it's huge. The other one is, the main reason is Cecilia always grabs it like this, takes out an apple, takes one bite, puts it back. So I love that she loves her fruit. I do not love that she takes a bite and puts it back all the time. So I got these off of Amazon and I'm gonna mount them here. I'll put a picture of them, these hooks that hold up 22 pounds, I think. These ones only hold like maybe 5, if any, but I just want to get them on the wall so I can see how they look and show you guys, because they don't come until tomorrow, and then that's when this video is going up. This is a paper towel holder that can mount on the bottom of a cabinet or on the wall, but my husband and I determined we're gonna keep this because it's just nice to be able to move it around wherever. So this is what our fruit will look like now. So all this counter space is now completely empty and it's all up off the counter. It's gonna be so much easier to clean underneath it now. And again, these are just so that you can see what it's gonna look like. I don't want to drill into these cabinets. So the 22-pound hooks are coming tomorrow. So again, I just did that so that you can see what it's gonna look like. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up for me. If you want to see the rest of the areas I've done already, definitely check out this playlist. It will lead you to all the videos. And then I'm going to be putting out a poll for you guys to vote on. You can also leave a comment here, but I still need to do our playroom, our seasonal decor, our laundry room, and our master bedroom. You guys can vote on what area you want me to do next. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next week in a brand new video. Thank you for watching. Bye.